Hello parents, do you want to improve your child's focus and concentration in academics? Then this video is for you. Using these shapes, I'm going to show you 18 bilateral coordination activities which can activate your child's left and right brain. So stay tuned and watch the full video. So parents, what is bilateral coordination? Bilateral coordination refers to the ability to use both sides of the body together in a coordinated way. It involves the integration of movements where each side of the body performs the same or different actions simultaneously or in a sequence and to accomplish a task. This skill is crucial for performing many everyday activities that require synchronizing of both hands and feet. So, doing these activities is essential for many everyday activities and overall development. By integrating these activities into daily routines and playtime, your kids can develop strong bilateral coordination skills which will enhance their ability to perform various physical and cognitive tasks effectively. So, what's the importance of doing these activities? Kids typically start developing bilateral coordination skills between 18 to 24 months old, and it has usually developed a lot by age 4. It is a fundamental or the foundational skill that lays the groundwork for many other aspects of development. Take a moment and think of all the things you do every single day that require both sides of your body. So, same way, these bilateral coordination is needed for children to develop and improve other motor skills. It allows them to engage in activities that require both sides of their brain. In doing so, children can perform a lot of tasks more easily. Why? In terms of development, kids develop faster skills when using both sides of their bodies instead of just one. These include skills such as running, skipping, hopping on one foot, or catching a ball. It also helps with other types of development such as cognitive and academic skills. For example, persuasive skills are developed. This will help them with many different tasks in their day-to-day life such as picking up objects, writing legibly, and playing games. So what happens if bilateral coordination does not develop? Some disabilities that may impact bilateral coordination are cerebral palsy and other neurological impairments. These disabilities can impact a child's ability to perform tasks on both sides of their body because they have reduced mobility or use of one arm or leg due to paralysis. For example, children with bilateral coordination difficulties may be unable to perform tasks such as grasping an object, walking, or sitting on their own without any support. It may be difficult for the child to be able to do certain things like kicking a ball. They might also have a hard time holding objects and both hands and keeping them in their lap without spilling them. Such difficulties can result in low self-confidence and frustration at times, which we never want any of our kids, right? So this is why intervention strategies, accommodation and modifications are key, not to mention great activities. Another important foundation in the development of bilateral coordination is body awareness. Body awareness refers to the ability to know and visualize where our body is in space without having to look at it. A key concept surrounding body awareness is which is feedback from muscle and joint sensation. Children who do not have adequate body awareness may appear a bit clumsy, be cautious with movements, not fearful of their feet leaving the ground, or avoid or engage in too rough or play. Subsequently, children who do not have a good sense of where their body is in space can present with difficulty in being present since they are preoccupied with seeking or avoiding stimulation. They also have difficulty coordinating both sides of their body to complete bilateral tasks, that is putting on socks and shoes, throwing, catching a large ball with two hands. So if you are understanding the importance of bilateral coordination, please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any future updates. So what is the link between the bilateral development and the academic skills? Many academic skills rely on solid bilateral development. In reading a book on their own, for example, children must learn to hold the book, turn the pages, and move their eyes from left to right, dropping down to a new line at the end of each line completed. Writing requires many of the same abilities. In addition to guiding the pen or pencil, Being able to cross the midline is important for smooth and natural movement during these academic activities. So when I'm talking about midline, what does crossing the midline means? Crossing the midline is a skill where children can naturally move their eyes, hands, or feet across their bodies into the space of the other side. For example of the skill includes sitting with legs crossed, reaching for an object placed on their feet with the right hand, and drawing two intersecting lines with just one hand. Children often gain this ability around ages 3 to 4, and this is when they usually choose a dominant hand as well. What kind of activities requires bilateral coordination? Here are some examples wherein you can help your toddlers or preschoolers or even your kids. And some of the examples are jumping rope, kicking, throwing and catching a ball, riding a bike, walking, running and crawling, cutting, pushing and pulling, stringing beads, drawing a line with a ruler, banging blocks together, trying shoes, dressing, feeding oneself, coloring. So these are some of the examples of the activities that you can try with your kids. What does the vestibular system have to do with bilateral coordination? The vestibular system is located in the inner ear and includes various canals, organs, and receptors. These work together to assist the brain and eyes in processing information about balance, movement, spatial orientation, and head position. A stimulated vestibular system can be helpful in strengthening bilateral coordination. Activities you might consider for children include having them roll their bodies on the grass, perform some somersaults, and jump on a trampoline. So, how to develop good bilateral coordination skills? You can find many simple bilateral games and activities throughout the course of the day. First, determine your child's needs by being observant as to how they perform certain functions. Keep in mind that it is common for babies or toddlers to use the hand that is positioned closest to an object. As kids reach the age of 3 or 4, you can expect to see them crossing the midline and choosing a dominant hand. Also notice if a child is overly clumsy or fearful of having their feet off the ground, such as in swinging, which can indicate a lack of body awareness. Through observation, you can determine whether a child has poor bilateral coordination. By all these activities that are shown, you can follow kinds of bilateral integration activities and you can also help your children strengthen their coordination skills. The older kids can also do these activities. By incorporating these activities and strategies into your child's routine, you can help them develop strong bilateral coordination skills that are crucial for many daily tasks and overall development. Regular finger exercises can help improve these skills and make daily activities easier for them. Weak hand muscles can have bilateral movement issues in children. So these activities target the muscles in the hands and fingers, helping to strengthen them over time. This increased hand strength can lead to better overall control and coordination of movements. Many four-finger activities involve hand-eye coordination, requiring children to manipulate objects with their fingers while visually tracking their movement. Practicing these activities can improve hand-eye coordination, which is crucial for tasks like catching a ball, playing sports, and completing puzzles. As children develop better fine motor skills and hand strengths through the four-finger activities, they become more independent in performing daily tasks. They may gain confidence in activities such as dressing themselves, using utensils, and competing with the peers and completing the school assignments, which can boost their self-esteem and overall well-being. By addressing weakness in bilateral coordination and fine motor skills early on, these activities can help prevent potential developmental delays in children with bilateral movement issues. Early intervention through targeted exercises can support healthy development and facilitate smoother transitions into school and other environments. Engaging in these activities requires children to focus their attention on the movements of their hands and fingers. Regular practice can improve their ability to concentrate and sustain attention, which can benefit them academically and socially. Like all forms of physical activities, four-finger activities can provide an outlet for stress and help regulate emotions in children. Engaging in these exercises can be calming and promoting relaxation and emotional well-being. If you're going to try this video with your kids, then type yes in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Developing spatial skills is important for understanding concepts like distance, size, and shape, which are fundamental to the concept of mathematics and science. These activities often engage multiple senses such as touch, sight. This sensory integration helps children develop a better understanding of their environment and how their bodies move within it, and supporting overall sensory processing and integration skills. These activities can be challenging, requiring children to perceive and try different approaches to achieve success. By facing and overcoming these challenges, children develop a growth mindset, learning that effort and practice lead to improvement and success. Participating in these activities in a group setting encourages social interaction and cooperation among children. Collaborative activities like building with blocks or playing cooperative games promote teamwork, communication, and sharing, fostering positive social skills and relationships. So here's a detailed explanation of the benefits of midbrain activities for children. Midbrain activities refer to exercises or techniques designed to stimulate and develop the midbrain region of the brain in children. The midbrain plays a crucial role in various functions, including sensory processing, motor coordination, emotional regulation, and more. Engaging children in midbrain activities can have numerous benefits that positively impact their cognitive, emotion, and physical development. Engaging in midbrain activities have been correlated with improved academic performance in children. By enhancing cognitive skills such as attention, memory, and problem solving, these activities provide a strong foundation for learning. Children who regularly participate in midbrain activities may demonstrate better academic achievements as they develop the skills necessary for success in school. These activities, particularly those involving relaxation techniques like mindfulness and meditation, help children manage stress and promote relaxation. These activities also activate the nervous system, leading to a state of calmness and reducing anxiety levels. Regular practice of relaxation techniques can instill lifelong stress management skills in children, enabling them to cope effectively with academic and social pressures. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with other parents, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. I would love to hear your thoughts and questions you might have, so leave a comment below. Do check out my other videos. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram for amazing brain boosting activities and free printables. And thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video.